Have to defend this down screen. Here it is. Jared Allen, get your attached to Robert Williams with your arms out. So this player cannot curl. He has to go out, and this player has time to get over the top of the screen. Look at how Jason Tatum curls. So now that means Jared Allen's got to step up while he has the ball. Well, there's no one to guard Robert Williams right here. So now Evan Mobley's got to flash towards the paint, and it's going to leave his man, Al Horford, open in the corner, and it's just a rip-and-go drive now. Bully ball for two. If you're Darius Garland, you got stuck on Al Horford. That's fine. Okay, but you got to stay with Al Horford. Like, there's no chance to scram switch here. Stay with Al Horford. Like, what are you doing? That's not acceptable. See, if I'm Evan Mobley guarding Jaylen Brown right here, I am cutting the court this way, okay? Because, I mean, first of all, Donovan Mitchell's in the gaps, but he's got to say something. He's got to make sure Evan Mobley knows that he's to send him left. So Evan Mobley knows, okay, I need to get over here and just force Jaylen Brown here. There's no place to go. You can even get up the line a little bit. Okay, but you're letting Jaylen Brown go where there's way too much space. For Donovan Mitchell, first of all, why are you not in a defensive stance? Second of all, you got to be seeing ball and man. You are not seeing the ball. Like, look at this. You have this pass is coming out to your man, but you're late to get out now. So now Sam Hauser's going to be able to create space to hit a three at the end of the shot clock. You can't play this far off and drop coverage on Jason Tatum. Like, you got to get up, and you got to trust your backside help. I have a backside defender here, and if Robert Williams keeps rolling, I have a backside defender right here. If Jason Tatum throws a skip pass, I can easily recover. But you can't just give this much space to Jason Tatum. Right. So the Celtics run back-to-back ball screens. The Cavs switch the first. Stop. So here's a second screen right here. Like, Darius Garland's a part of this. I mean, are you going to switch again? Probably, because the screen is set inside the three-point line. But like, what Darius Garland just does nothing. So the Cavs switch this first screen. So Dean Wade now takes Marcus Smart. If you're Dean Wade, guard Marcus Smart, okay? If you get screened up here, fine. But what you can't do is, look at this. Dean Wade is backing into his own screen. So you never guard like this away from the ball with your back to the ball. Get your back to the baseline, because look what the Cavs are trying to do here, all right? So this, because it's going to throw you off. Like, look at what just happened here. So if your back was to the baseline this whole time, now you're here. Now it's way easier to get up, force Jason Tatum into drop coverage this way. But because you played with your back to the ball and Jason Tatum created the space, now look what happens. You're way out of position to do that, and now this player's just going to go right past you. You're not able to set up and drop coverage at all. Okay, if a double team comes at the rim with Jared Allen, okay, this player's going to sink down because you obviously can't allow this pass to get made. But Donovan Mitchell, and he's rotating here. But don't gamble. Just get to Al Horford so you can guard him. Like, oh my God. If you're Evan Mobley, you should be sprinting to the three-point line too. But Darius Garland and Jared Allen's got to say something, okay? So there's nothing but traffic here. So if I'm Darius Garland, I'm forcing Jaylen Brown here where there's no place to go. Look at this. You let him go away from that gap help, so now that forces a double at the rim. And again, we got a mismatch on the perimeter. If you're Jared Allen, you cannot play off of Jason Tatum right here. Again, now Darius Garland can move a little bit more in, but he's in the gaps. He also should be in a defensive stance, which he's not. But I got to be able to get up and force Jason Tatum right here. There's no place to go. Playing off of Jason Tatum is not an option. These are just the kind of gambles you cannot have. Look at this Cavs player gambling for a steal. I mean, if Evan Mobley is going to play this far up in the drop coverage, then we have to have backside help. Stop. So right now, I am forcing, I'm Darius Garland. I want Marcus Smart coming this way, and I'm dropping here, okay? Because if Jason Tatum roll, now I can get backside help. Because if Marcus Smart comes this way and throws a skip pass, this isn't pretty easy recovery, or you can X out. This player can rotate here, and you can rotate down. But look at this. You have no backside help. So, I mean, obviously that happens. You're Evan Mobley. I don't know why you're angling Jason Tatum here. Okay, this is where you don't have any help. Oh, you can't back off of Jason Tatum. Okay, this player's right here in the gaps. I mean, that's great. So get up and force him here. Okay? I mean, backing off of Jason Tatum is not an option. And you're Jared Allen. This is a mismatch with Jason Tatum. Now, Now this player, again, this player does get in the gaps, but it'd be a lot easier if your just back was to the baseline. But if you're Jared Allen, keep Jason Tatum coming this way. There's no place for him to go. Look at this Cavs player does get into the gaps, but look at this. You're not forcing him here. You're letting him spin out of that help. So Karis LeVert has got to know that a flare screen is coming. It's obvious Robert Williams is setting a flare screen. So Jared Allen's got to be yelling out, flare, flare, flare. So Karis LeVert knows, okay, I need to get up and over the top of this screen. See, Karis LeVert doesn't know that. So now he's getting screened, and Malcolm Brogdon's in the lane. Backside help is imperative here. So Karis LeVert steps up and backside help here. But once Robert Williams gets into this paint area, it's Dean Wade. Because Karis LeVert's got to stay out on the wing. But, I mean, Dean Wade doesn't move. So, yeah. On Karis LeVert right here, stop. You never guard like this with your back to the ball / sideline. Get your back to the baseline. Because look at this. Look at how Jaylen Brown, because you're guarding like this, is going to be able to create space. See how he's going to get you leaning this way? That would never happen if your back's to the baseline. So now you have no chance of getting over this flare screen.